Sadhguru.
Picture. From a worm, insect, bird, plant, tree, everybody. All of them are trying to be full-fledged lives. If one sees what's happening beneath the earth in terms of the root systems, it is an enormous effort for a plant or a tree to become a full-fledged tree. Well, an apple tree is not trying to be an oak tree, but an apple tree wants to be a full-fledged apple tree. That effort is on in every life. So is it in human beings. But the problem with humanity is just this, that for every other creature, nature has drawn two lines. Within these two lines, they live and die. So their idea of full-fledged is hitting the ceiling of their life. But if a human being hits a ceiling, he gets frustrated and miserable because nature, this process of evolution has delivered to us to a place where there is only the bottom line, there is no top line, though some human beings are trying to breach the bottom line and go below. That effort also is going on. So essentially, what human life is when life was in the other forms of life that you see on the planet, nature determined a certain compulsive, instinctive ways of functioning. Once you become human, these lines have been removed. You can act consciously. That means what you call as human potential is not of any kind of measurable limit. It can go as far as you desire or as far as you have the courage to walk. So when we say human potential, unleashing human potential, it is not about reaching the peak, it is a trajectory. Because what our life is a combination of a certain amount of time and energy. Time is rolling away for all of us at the same pace. If you sit, it rolls away, if you sleep, it rolls away, if you do something, it goes away, if you don't do anything, it goes away. You're happy or miserable, it goes away. Time is running out for all of us. So it's only the energy that you can do different things with. If you bring your energies to a certain level of intensity and possibility, what somebody does in 10 years, you may do it in 1 year. This means if you live here for 100 years, it feels like in people's impact that you have created, it feels like you lived here for 1,000 years, simply because you have managed your life energies in a certain way. So for me, a human being impactful means, how conscious have you become? This is very important. Because if you're in compulsive cycles, then your energy gets wasted in so many things. If you observe people in a day, let's take 24 hours, in that anyway most people by prescription in America they sleep for 8 hours. So 8 hours means 1/3 of life is gone. In the remaining 2/3 they have to eat, they have to, shower, bathroom, this, that, all this, another 2-3 hours gone. So literally 50% of life is gone, daily basis, just for basic maintenance of this life. 50% of the time is gone in maintenance. The remaining 50%, what they have, if you look at every single move that they make with their body, their thought process, their emotions, you will see a whole lot of it is happening in compulsive cycles. Or in other words, if you are little sensitive to life, you will realize you are the biggest issue in your life. So this is one thing that I'm trying to do with people, that you are never the issue in your life. I'm not the issue. My thought, my emotion, my body is never the issue. My thought, my emotion, my energy and my body are my instruments of function. They are not impediments in my life. But I would say for 90% of the human beings, their own body, then the compulsions of the body, the compulsions of their thought, the compulsions of their emotions are ruling them most of the time. So when you yourself are a problem, well, you're on self-help.
One thing that I learned about Sadhguru is He's right, because I thought I was like my problem. I thought I was my thoughts. I thought I was like, there's something wrong with me, and then everybody was okay in the outer life. But after finding my like spiritual journey, is like I'm not the problem. The problem is the stuff that I hear from the outside world, or it can be negative news, it can be a negative, friends' comments, negative, all those negative energy. So that's why I was accumulating since childhood. Like when my people fight or family fight and whatever, I see it, I learn, and it was was on my installed on my subconscious mind. So I was observing a lot of data through my five senses, through my eyes, through my ears, all this. So then I thought I was the problem. I thought I was like, because I was inside the box, and then I thought something's wrong with me, that my life is not working, that the world is against me, that life doesn't work with me. But the problem that I found out later on, after like a year and a half, which just took me like a long time to awaken, but that I'm not the problem. It's like the stuff that I was installed through my senses, those data, was the problem. So it took me a year and a half to filter out all those learning, all those like stuff that I was installed with me. I had to take it out. By what? By watching a lot of good news, by closing my Facebook, social media, by closing everything. And then when I found myself, I can reopen it whatever I want, and then use it whenever I need it. So everything that I see, I don't see it. So for example, if I want to see social media, I create my own account for like business or alignment or something, different account, different email. So whenever I want to see, I can control my emotions on the thing that I want to see. If I want to see Facebook, I already have like a Facebook or YouTube account for like spiritual awakening. So I log out that. If I want to see business, I have a business account, email, everything. I log out that. If I want to see like club, dance, music, I have an account for that. I log out for this. So whenever I need it, I can log in and then see whatever I want to need. But I'm not gonna have everything in one Facebook, in one YouTube, because I'm gonna have a lot of emotions. Sometimes I feel good, sometimes I feel bad, because I am observing all those data, which is good, which is bad, good stuff, bad stuff, at the same time. So that's why sometimes I feel good, sometimes I feel bad. So everything I know about this, that's the moment like I sit down with myself, discipline my ego mind, and then I let him see what he needs to see. And then I don't let them see what it doesn't have to see. The moment it took me about like a year to figure out that, and then everything works because I lived it and experienced it. My life change was in 2 years, but for me it felt like 2 months. But for the other people it's 2 years, because time doesn't exist. It's an illusion. So thank you so much, guys, our Sadhguru, for sharing this kind of teaching, and then hope you guys learned something, and then I'll see you guys in the next video.